Boys, I'm back. Okay, the king is back. Surprise, surprise, the king is back. Yeah. And today I'm gonna be going through the worst fighter in every top 15. Okay, and now some people had pushed back on this idea when I posted it on my Instagram at Bedtime MMA. Go follow me over there. But because I've been active on there during this break, and I'm back. I'm ready to get back into the videos, bro. But some people are being like, bro, it's just gonna be the bottom 15. It's just gonna be the 15th guy in every division. But I promise you, this video, there's gonna be some hot takes in this video. So stay tuned. Make sure you see what I think of every division because I think you may not expect some of these answers. In the flyweight division, we got a lot of good names here. We got Kaikara France, we got Figueiredo, who's moving up apparently. We got Pantoja, who's going to be the next champ. We got Royval. I'm going to say the worst guy in these top 15 is fucking Muhammad Makayev, bro. Simply because Makayev or Tim Elliott, bro. Because Tim Elliott's like quite outdated in terms of his skill set. Maybe he's worse than Makayev, but Makayev, I think because his expectations are so high. The fact that this dude is barely beating unranked guys and he's ranked number 12 is like, I don't see the hype. I feel like Tatsuro Taira is a better prospect. I feel like there's other better prospects coming up in other divisions compared to the hype that Makayev is getting. And I feel like Makayev, in terms of the expectations and the actual reality of this guy, he hasn't proved shit to be in these rankings, bro. He doesn't have the caliber of wins or the performances against the big names that some of these other guys do to kind of deserve their spot. And that's even over guys that he's calling out, like Alex Perez and Brandon Royval, which I think is ridiculous to be calling them out. But knowing the UFC, I mean, they're about to book fucking Figueiredo versus Makayev, knowing the UFC, bro, and how they like to book fights. But yeah, bro, that's my thoughts on Makayev, all right? Bantamweight division. It's Aljamain stuff. No, I'm just kidding. It's not Aljo, bro. Aljo's pretty good. You know who it is, though? You know who it fucking is in this division? In this top 15? And you guys know me. If you've been watching the channel for a while, you know what name I'm about to say right now. And you know a lot of people are going to disagree. I don't give a fuck, dude. Chito Vera is without a doubt, the most overhyped KO merchant fucking how did you end up top 5 guy ever? He's fought old, washed up, out of their prime fighters who are tiny compared to him, right? Was losing to Frankie Edgar, was losing to Dominic Cruz, KO'd them with these like beautiful shots, obviously, but still, bro, this guy, in terms of his actual skills, if he doesn't finish you, look what Corey Sandhagen did to him compared to Song Yadong, who was very competitive with Corey Sandhagen. Ricky Simone was competitive with Song Yadong, you know what I'm saying? All these guys I feel like are more competitive with a Corey Sandhagen, with a Jose Aldo, with an old Jose Aldo, and are less competitive, in my opinion, with an old Frankie Edgar, with an old Dominic Cruz. You know what I'm saying, bro? So I don't see a world where Corey Sandhagen is down any rounds to Dominic Cruz. I don't see a world where Song Yadong is down any rounds to Dominic Cruz. That's my point in this, bro. So in terms of this top 15 and the names there, again, a lot of this, in my opinion, I feel like these are overrated guys, but I don't want to word it like that because I've already done a video of overrated and underrated. So I want money. And that's basically it, bro. I've already done this, but I'm just gonna title it differently. But honestly, in terms of actual skills and like skill set, no finishes, all that stuff. Marlon Vera, bro. Like, he's just not. He's not that guy, bro. He's not that guy. I've been saying this for months, bro. And when he lost to Corey Sandhagen 50-45, I was like, bro, I told you, dog. I told you, bro. So I don't buy the hype with Marlon Vera, and I think that he is actually one of the worst guys in this top 15, to be honest. But he's so highly ranked that I gotta call him out on it. You know what I mean? And a lot of this is just straight up skill for skill, not necessarily their accomplishments as well. So moving on to the featherweight division. Maybe another controversial one. Not really as controversial. I feel like a lot of you guys will agree with me on this. There's some contenders here, bro. Because you look at the top of 45 and you go, it's actually a pretty good division. But then you go down, and I don't know, maybe like his last performance damaged everything for me, but Bryce Mitchell looked fucking terrible in that fight. And now every time he gets booked to fight, I'm basically like, this guy's going to whoop his ass, bro. Like, seeing him in that fight, even though he actually hurt Ilya Topuria a couple times, seeing him in that fight, just his body, his physique, just his how far behind he is on the feet compared to everyone else at 45. I would say the conversation is between either Bryce Mitchell or Dan Ige because, Dan Ige, I would say, is another guy that doesn't really have any specific skill set that stands out. I've seen him get absolutely just destroyed in this division so many times. I've seen him just get, outclassed by guys that aren't super championship level fighters. Like, I mean, Chan Sung Jung, pretty easy win for him. Calvin Kattar, pretty easy win for him. Edson Barboza should have won that fight. So, Movsar Evloev destroyed Dan Ige, and we just saw Diego Lopez give Movsar Evloev a really tough fight, and I feel like Bryce Mitchell would have gave him a tough fight. Some of it's matchup, but some of it is just skill, right? And I haven't seen a fight where I've gone, oh my god, Dan Ige looks good, bro. Or I haven't seen a fight where Bryce Mitchell, I'm like, yeah, dude, this guy will be elite. But it's weird, it's tricky. I think my pick's going to be Dan Ige in this one, just because I've just convinced myself of that. Because Bryce Mitchell, he did look good against Edson Barboza, So I have to give him some respect on that. So it's going to be Dan Ige as my pick. Right, so these first three, I've got Makayev, I've got Marlon Vera, and I've got Dan Ige. All right, lightweight division. Keep in mind, by the way, because I know someone's probably crying in the comments right now. Hopefully not a UFC fighter, because that'd be really embarrassing. Hopefully someone knows crying in the comments. But these guys are all elite, bro. These guys are all elite level fighters. These guys would all kick my ass. It's so, like, it doesn't even need to be said, but it's like, it's just criticism. It's just like compared to their peers. Like, you want me to say, yeah, Dan Ige is as good as Max Holloway, dude. Yeah, he's on par with a Giga Chikadze wouldn't KO Dan Ige in one round. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna fucking lie. Like, I'm just gonna be honest, bro. The video is the worst ranked fighter in every division. They're not terrible fighters. They're just not as good as the rest of them. So that is where I'm coming from. Lightweight. This is a tricky one, dude. This is a tricky one, bro. I'm leaning Matt Frivola. I'd have to say either Matt Frivola or Grant Dawson. Matt Frivola or Grant Dawson. I feel like everyone else on this list, there's a guy on the list that I go, I don't know, man. I think that would be a bad matchup for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no one person on this list that I go, he loses to fucking everyone else on this list except for Matt Frivola. So I guess by default, I'm happy that he's ranked. I'm really happy for him. I think he beats Paddy Pimblett if they fight. But that's not a huge accomplishment, let's be real. But when I'm looking at this list, I'm thinking skill for skill. Do they lose to everyone else on this fucking list? And if I had to pick one person at lightweight in this top 15, then I could say he'd probably lose to the rest of these guys. It'd be Matt Frivola. So that's my pick. I know he's pretty well-rounded. He's a bit on the older side. His chin is not that good, to be honest. So I think he would be my pick there, all right? Welterweight division. That's 9 picks in a row, bro. That's 9 videos about me in a row, bro. Can't say I'm the worst fighter in the division, bro. This is tricky, bro. This is another tricky one because we've got some real solid contenders here. We've got Michael Chiesa, who randomly looked really good against Neil Magny and RDA, but then, looks terrible in other fights. We've got Sean Brady, who got fucking melted by Bilal Muhammad. We've got fucking Michel Pereira, not that bad. He's actually looked quite good. I'm going to say, in this top 15, the worst fighter, or the guy that would lose to the most guys on the list, would probably have to be either Sean Brady or Neil Magny. I feel like Neil Magny and Sean Brady would lose to most of the guys on this list just because of their skill set, just because they're so inconsistent, or their stand-up is just not enough to deal with a Wonder Boy, or their grappling is just not enough to deal with a Burns or a Chimaev or a Usman. And I know that's a tough task for anybody, but if I have to pick the 2 worst guys in this division, those 2 are my pick, based on their performances and based on just their overall skill set. They don't really stand out in any one way. If I'm picking them to win a fight, a lot of the time, like with Neil Magny and Gilbert Burns, if I was going to pick Neil Magny, it would have been, I think Gilbert Burns is going to choke this fight. I think he's going to fuck up. You know what I mean? It's not oh my god, I think Neil Magny's so good, I think he's going to outstrike Gilbert Burns. Whereas with Bilal Muhammad, I was like, dude, Bilal Muhammad's got the skills. You know what I mean? He's got the chin, he's got some durability, he's got some pace, right? So I can't make him the worst, even though I know a lot of you think he's the worst. Bilal Muhammad beats a lot of motherfuckers on this list, bro. And he has beat a lot of motherfuckers on this list, bro. So, I don't know, dog. I feel like a lot of people are going to disrespect my boy Bilal, but he ain't the worst guy on this list, bro. Alright? That's just a fact, alright? Middleweight division. Alright, bro. This is really the reason I made this video, bro. Because we've got, like, solid contenders in this one. I mean, we've got Derek Brunson on this fucking list. We've got Roman Dolidze on this list. We've got fucking Dricus du Plessis. And honestly, bro, I don't know who to pick because they're all equally fucking, like, how are you top 10 Like, how is Roman Dolidze? I guess Roman Dolidze has power. Like, he's got good jiu-jitsu as well, so I can't really pick him. Derek Brunson's got really good wrestling, so I think Derek Brunson, I can understand losing to him. If I'm picking Derek Brunson to win a fight, I'm saying he's going to out-wrestle this guy. He's going to take him down and smash him, and we've seen him do that before. So I don't think it's going to be Derek Brunson, even though his striking is the worst male striking I've ever seen in the UFC, like on par with CM Punk. Um, like I've had guys come into the gym and be better strikers than Derek Brunson, like no shit. Um, I'm gonna say Dricus du Plessis, bro, because Dricus du Plessis, maybe I've just cursed him to beat Whitaker, but Dricus du Plessis, every single thing I watch of this guy, he gets taken down easily by Derek Brunson. He gets outstruck by Derek Brunson. Gets outstruck by Darren Till. Um, like I feel like this guy cannot like he slips on a banana peel every fight and wins. Like he falls into mount on Darren Till. Like Derek Brunson's gasses himself out in 2 seconds. Like Dricus du Plessis, there is no performance of his where I've gone, wow, Dricus du Plessis looked good. It is always the other guy's fault. Every fucking time without fail. Every single time without fail, this guy manages to get the luckiest performance of his life where he looks terrible and somehow wins. I'm sorry, but like Dricus du Plessis has got to be one of the worst. Like seeing him Photoshop next to Izzy, like on Instagram, I see like they're talking about the fight. Seeing him Photoshop next to Izzy, like it doesn't make me mad. It's just like, holy fuck, we are living in this timeline where Darren Till lateral dropped himself into full mount. He's like, fucking hell, sorry mates. I fucking threw myself into fucking mount, mate. I swear to God, I would have fucking won, lad. And then fucking Derek Brunson just gasses himself out. Like I know that it's like a cope to say, oh my God, well, this guy fucked up, that's why he lost. But genuinely, like the way that you describe someone when you're coping, like describe a loss, like Oliveira Islam, right? Everyone's like, oh, dude, Oliveira jumped into that punch, like he basically got himself knocked down. No, like Dricus du Plessis wins. It's actually like a dude. No, the other guy actually fucked up so bad. So I have to pick him. I'm sure he's a lovely. He seems like a cool guy. Don't get offended, but like fuck, bro. I've never seen a less impressive, a less skillful fighter about to fight for a belt in my entire fucking life walking this earth. And I mean that, bro. I really mean that, bro. I've seen better guys on street beefs. I really have, but he keeps winning. So God bless, you know what, you know yourself. God bless him, lad. You know yourself. So, light heavyweight division. Anthony Smith. What does he do? Oh, it's got Paul Craig or Anthony Smith. I don't know. I'm gonna say Paul Craig's moving to middleweight, so I'm not gonna pick on him. I like Paul Craig too. Anthony Smith. What does he do? What does he actually do? Like, what does he actually do? His last fight against a tentative, gun-shy Johnny Walker, whose chin is just non-existent. What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Like, what the fuck was that? I know you guys saw that too, right? Like, bruh, what does this guy actually do, bro? What does this guy actually do? I used to believe in Anthony Smith. I used to be like, you know what? His jiu-jitsu is so good at light heavyweight. But he has no wrestling. His striking is the most shadow sparring looking shit ever. It's like Macy Barber on the feet, bro. I just don't get. And you know what? Again, it's the expectations. If this guy was not talking about on paper this, on paper that, or John Jones without his arms and legs, I beat him. Maybe I wouldn't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Maybe he's better than Volkan Oezdemir and Ryan Spann, but I don't know, dude, because he just every time he talks, I want to watch him fight, and I go, what the fuck is this? Like, I've never seen someone get walk-off decisioned before, but this guy got walk-off decisioned by fucking Alexander Rakic, bro. Go rewatch that fight, dude. It's embarrassing, alright? Heavyweight division. There's a lot of fucking contenders in this one, mate, you know? We've got fucking... Oh, my God. Fucking Derek Lewis. We got Chris Daukaus. But Chris Daukaus is moving divisions, okay? So I'm not going to pick Chris Daukaus because that's the easiest slam dunk pick of my life. And, you know, I have higher standards than that on this channel, bro. My pick for the worst fighter in the heavyweight top 15 has got to be Derek Lewis. Has got to be Derek Lewis, bar none. There is not a worse skill-for-skill fighter at heavyweight than Derek Lewis. This man, if he was at bantamweight, if he was at middleweight, his name would be Dricus du Plessis, bro, because this guy, his jiu-jitsu is either he just stands up and it works, or he just lays there and gets submitted. His striking is he either knocks you out with one shot that he times you in perfectly, or he just stands there and gets bullied and complains about eye pokes and loses. That's his only options. And if you touch him in the body, like, I understand body shots hurt. Trust me, I've been there, bro. Body shots fucking hurt, dude. But I'm just saying, dude, skill for skill. If I have to say who's the worst guy in this division in terms of skill, it's Derek Lewis, all right? I don't like making videos like these. They're very funny. They're entertaining. It's all jokes, bro. But, you know, again, remember, these guys are all elite, bro. These guys would all fucking whoop my ass, dude. Like, I have no illusions of that. But yeah, bro, I just thought it'd be funny to go through and be like, who's the worst guy in each division, and just give my thoughts on them, especially on Dricus du Plessis and fucking Anthony Smith and Derek Lewis. So if you enjoyed this video, drop a like. Make sure you subscribe as well, boys, and comment your predictions, your picks down below. Your picks down below for what? Give me your picks down below of who's the worst fighter in every division. Who's a fighter that pisses you off to watch? I want to know down below, boys. And again, if you enjoyed the video, drop a like, subscribe, go follow me on the gram at Bedtime MMA. I love you so much, guys. Thank you for all the messages in this break. I'm going to get back into it. I'm going to be streaming more hopefully soon. School just finished, so mashallah. All right, I'll see you in the next video, boys. Goodbye.